Well, as you can see, I have my car cover on here, and well, partially on. And unfortunately, I had it all the way over here on the windshield. I even covered up this little sensor here for the rain, for the auto wipers, and of course the wiper is engaged, unfortunately. And on the way up was no problem, but coming back down, it smashed into the cover and it kind of broke this thing off. So as you can see, it's a little bit compromised there. At least if you compare to this one. And of course, in using it again, up and down, it kind of broke off. And I'm trying to repair that. And first thing I noticed was there's a little bit of damage to this area where it's connected, and also the blade itself, the wiper blade part that's underneath. This part was a little bit buckled, so I was trying to fix that. The first thing I did was try to fix that part of it. Hey everybody, I actually messed up my wiper blade. As you can see, look, it's not set right. This is the wiper blade assembly removed from the Model X. It's messed up. I gotta see if I can fix it. Hopefully I can. I just wanted to show you I messed it up by actually having the car cover on a little bit, and I had it on auto setting and it was covering here, and it wiped. And that was a bad mistake. And how did I get it to here? How did I get the service? This is what I want to tell you. Go to controls, go to settings, and press on for service wipers. It knocks them up halfway like this, which is what you need if you want to remove it. And if you have your thing on auto or any of these things, if it's turned up, it will not, this will be grayed out, okay? So if it's grayed out, just make sure everything's turned, click it all the way to the bottom so it's off, and then you can activate service mode. Let's see if I can fix this thing. Okay, well, after just playing around with it a little bit, as you can see, it's slid back in. It's all on the track, it's all straight. So I think we're good. And these little tabs here on the end, they were actually tucked underneath. See like that? How they can get that way? Make sure they're not tucked underneath. If you see this one right here, they are not tucked underneath. So if I can focus on it. It's hard to focus on that. It wants to focus on the tree. Well, anyway, they're not tucked underneath on that one. So you got to make sure that it's going to all line up so that it operates smoothly. And then let's see how to go out there and do this thing. Put it back on. Whoops, my door wasn't shut. Now I'm gonna open it. All right, so you see these round tabs that stick out? They correspond to these holes right here. There's holes on this side and there's holes on this side. Make sure that this little aerodynamic fin is on the back side, so when it's down, it faces the back of your car. It holds the wiper down. If it's in the front, it'll be really messed up. So you just got to kind of open this up by bending down, and you can get it into these holes. The male end there, the female end right there. That's kind of hard to do while I'm operating the camera, but we'll see how difficult this actually is. Yeah. Okay, so you can see I got this end in, and this end is sticking out, so I'm going to try to open it up and drop these male ends into the female ends. Well, I've actually gone in here and removed the one on the passenger side, and I found that in my inspection here, this part is not user serviceable. I don't think the actual blade part, it broke off because it was under pressure. And this whole thing comes off, and you see the nozzle comes off of there. So I'm going to try to take this system off here on the other side and see if I can somehow put it together like this one is, using this as a model. You got one on here and one right here, and you squeeze together and you push out, and it pops it out of there. I found here that, see, this little piece right here is actually a little bit broken. That may be why it popped off. I don't know if that's going to impede me putting the blade back on or not. We'll see. I can see here clearly on the passenger side, this plastic clearly surrounds this metal right here that holds the wiper blade. So I've got to get it somehow recessed into there in order for it to work again. It may not be able to work again. I may just need to wait till I get these from the service center, and you have to order from the service center. They will install them. I think it's like $55. I already called and ordered them because I'm going in a couple days for my car anyway, which is fortunate. But let's see if I can repair this one or not. Okay, well, I found that from looking at this one really carefully. and how it's connected right here. That this part that's damaged on the other one is basically how it broke away from this, and it's not user serviceable. You just have to pull off this tube to replace everything. So I'm just going to put these back on, and I'm going to go to the Tesla Service Center on Tuesday when I get my new rims on, and they're going to install this for me. And I'm going to make sure that I keep the windshield wipers off in the meantime. So, and if you've done any of this installation yourself, or you've ordered them from Tesla or tried to use aftermarkets, let me know in the comments so that we can have that information there as well. Thanks for watching. I think I got it. Just tuck it in there. Keep those wipers off. Oh, last thing, if you bought wiper blades, whether it's Tesla brand or some aftermarket, if there even is any, let me know what you paid for them in the comments and a link to where you bought them. Thanks.